Hey guys, Pokemon here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I started dealing in Pokemon cards. Now, Pokemon has been around for longer than Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot longer actually. Um, it's a very popular card game, it's still a very popular TV show, and it's probably one of the most popular handheld games. Everyone plays Pokemon. They I feel that they own the market in what they do. Although Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still, I think, the best-selling card game, Pokemon will probably overtake that very soon if Pokemon continue the way they're going at. If you look at the amount of products they're shitting out, like every time a new set comes out, they'll release, so they'll get the box, they'll release the box of it, then like a special blister pack, so you get 3 or 4 packs and then like a random pin, and then you can get a big box, collector's box, like a GX box or something like that. The tin eventually comes out, and then you got the theme deck. Now those, and then the Elite Trainer boxes. It's a lot of products for one set, isn't it? Sets come out so the last set came out in November, that was Pokemon Evolutions. So we got November, December, January, February, so there's 3 months in between, so it's similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! When a Yu-Gi-Oh! Box comes out, we get the box. We then, later on, get a special edition, and then at the end of the year end of the year previous to, I don't know how to explain it. End of when the Megatins come out, because everyone knows what I'm talking about. Megatins, there's got just a reprints of everything you had in the previous year. That weren't reprinted in the previous year's Megatins. And then you have random reprint sets, and I mean absolutely random, like Gold Series, that knock the prices of important cards down even more. I mean, it's good. It helps a lot of people play, you know. Usually when something gets reprinted, it gets hit, or the card that gets reprinted, the deck is no longer relevant. It usually happens. So, I mean, that is a rough, just imagine that Pokemon scene. So I started playing cards. I started playing, and then I started to sell and buy and sell and stuff, because I realised how easy it was. It's insane. The room for profit in Pokemon, as opposed to, the wholesale Pokemon, as opposed to retail Pokemon, is actually very, very high. It's a lot higher than Yu-Gi-Oh! It's about, retail price is about wholesale price is about 60% of retail. Yu-Gi-Oh! Close to about 70-80%, so it's quite a bit harder to make that extra profit and stuff. So, of course, in July last year, we had Pokemon Go. Now, Pokemon Go was a pretty good mobile game. It was the first of its kind, and everyone started to, they were like buying Pokemon. They were looking at reliving their childhood, so buying old Pokemon stuff, and the prices of the old cards just actually shot up literally for about a month or two, and including the base set packs and stuff, people wanted to relive their childhood. The craze for Pokemon Go lasted for about a month for all the normal people. Normal people, I mean the people that didn't grow up with Pokemon, just everyone that just wanted to jump into it. So like a lot of I wouldn't say teenagers, what would I say? The cooler kids that didn't play Pokemon at school wanted to play Pokemon now because they wouldn't get looked down upon, you know what I mean? So they just wanted to play it because that's the craze. So the craze obviously died, as I said, and a couple months later we got Pokemon Evolutions. Now this set was pretty damn insane. Nothing, I got one here. An Evolutions pack. I bought a case of this. I'll keep it sealed because I think the set has potential. It was a very special set. It had reprints. I've got another pack here opened. Reprints of, classic cards like Farfetched. You got Magma. I mean, the attacks and stuff changed because, or to kind of keep up with relevant cards, because if you look at now, some cards, they're absolutely powerful as heck, you know? And it was just something special. Imagine you open up a pack and you feel like, you're, oh my gosh, I got a Farfetched. You're living your childhood. Presuming childhood. So that was an incredible set. I haven't seen anything like that before, where just imagine it now, and imagine it in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! A new set comes out and it's just got the exact same cards from Legend of Blue Eyes in the new in their new text, new font, whatever. But the same cards does almost the exact same things, just a little bit better. I mean, maybe because I grew up with Pokemon a lot more than I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is something I started to play when I was in school, but Pokemon is something what I used to watch before school. Pokemon was the craze, Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't. That was for me. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the craze when I was about how old was I? 11? Pokemon was the craze since I was 7, And I just thought I'd mention that. Now, one of the main reasons why I think Pokemon is a better game to invest in, although I'm heavily invested into Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, if I knew Pokemon would be how it is today, I wouldn't have. Simple as. But I do like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I like the player interaction, I like the hand traps. There's no hand traps in Pokemon, so it's quite odd to just adjust to that. So it's quite hard to adjust that when it's your go, it's only your go, and it's no one else's. Quite odd for me to think. But anyway, bulk. Everyone's favourite word, right? Looking through bulk and finding gems and stuff. No. Pokemon bulk is worth so much more than Yu-Gi-Oh! So much more. So I've done a little bit calculation here. The average price for a Pokemon pack retail as in if you buy a full box, it's about £2.60. In shops it's about £4. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about £2.20, and shops is about £3.50. So the retail pack is a lot lower for us in UK. But actually, I was looking at North America prices, and I was shocked to see Raging Tempest boxes at $65 and Pokemon boxes at $90 to $95. And if you work it out, the retail I think is almost exactly the same. I was just shocked. So I was wondering why more people didn't do Pokemon, because of the bulk value. So you can sell your non-hollows, so your commons, your rares and stuff like that, for 5 to 10p each for Pokemon. And you have the code card at the end, which is a code for letting you open that pack online. And they also have value. So let's say each non-hollow is £5, 5p, your reverse is 5p, and your code card is 10p. So you get 10 cards a pack, it's 50p, plus the code card, so 60p. With a £2.60 investment for Pokemon, you're going to lose £2, okay? That's our absolute worst. Sometimes you get good cards, sometimes you get bad cards. That's the same with Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! £2.20 a pack. Commons are worth 1p each, that's for bulk buyers. Hollows are about 3p for bulk buyers. You get 9 cards a pack. Rares are no different than commons, so what's that? 8 times 1, 8 plus 3, 11. 11p would be your absolute worst rate of return, I guess, for Yu-Gi-Oh! £2.20, so you'll be losing £2.9. Now, £2 as opposed to £2.9 are very close numbers, clearly. But they are still very important. I would also like to add, I mean, that's the main part of the video. It's gone on quite a lot more because I want to talk about the history and stuff. I don't think I'll be making Pokemon videos on this channel because I don't know how well they'll be received. But I am going to do, I don't know what I'll do actually. I don't know. I haven't planned any Pokemon in this. This was actually a filler because my weekend videos didn't go to plan. But it's actually, I think it's quite helpful. Also, random reprints, as I said, they do not happen in Pokemon. A card is not going to lose value because one day it's been reprinted. A card will only lose value if... Okay, some things do get reprinted, yeah, sure. But you're not going to get a whole set of reprints. No, you're not going to do that. You might get a re-release of packs. So Roaring Skies with Shaman X in it, they got a re-release of packs because... Well, and the price didn't even get changed, but they got the release of packs because Shaman X was a really wanted card, and you also had Trainers Mails and Secrets, VS Seekers and stuff like that. But in in Yu-Gi-Oh! You're just fearing a reprint every day of your life. Like, seriously, you really are. But I think that is run over. I still really like, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I like Pokemon. I still like Yu-Gi-Oh! More. Pokemon is very hard to adjust to, only because of the no hand trap, the no interaction when it's your opponent's turn. It's literally just your turn. You know, you can't do anything about it. But apparently, there used to be hand traps in Pokemon. There's also one thing that I still don't really understand is how the set rotation works for Pokemon, but I'm slowly beginning to understand it. And there are also two formats that you get: expanded, where you can play all cards up to or from the current series, and then you got normal, which is a rotation I think every year. Pokemon in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a ban list whenever they feel like it, literally whenever they feel like it. And yeah, I do kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list though, I'm not gonna lie. It means that some cards, when they're rolled, will randomly get the price spike that they always wanted, you know? Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Pokemon here. This is video 6. We are almost a week in and I feel absolutely exhausted trying to make videos every day. But I'm hoping you guys enjoy this. And yes, I will see you guys later. I'm going to get a lot of proper rate openings. I know yesterday's wasn't very good. I'm aware of that. I'm not an idiot. Might have been an idiot for actually uploading that video, but no, I'm alright. Okay, see you guys.